What's up, everybody? I'm Jim with Straight Blast Pythons. Welcome to the channel. We got another clutch update for you here today. So this is clutch 2 for 2023. Last time was kind of just a pay your bills clutch. This one here is something we're actually trying to get some holdbacks out of. We are trying to push our genetic stripe project with this here. The sire was our Pastel Yellowbelly genetic stripe, who is possible het VPI xanthic, but we haven't proved that out yet. And we paired him to a Mojave Enchi fire, het for nothing as far as we know. So out of this, we were looking to try to get a couple of female holdbacks, and we were specifically looking to get some combos with Enchi in it. Didn't quite work out the way we had planned. We did get one girl I think we're going to hold back out of this clutch, but all of the Enchi was in the male, so that kind of failed there. All in all, 5 eggs, all of them survived. Good babies. Let's get right into this. All right, so we got clutch 2302 here. All right, so 230201 here is a Pastel Mojave, pretty sure fire, 100% het genetic stripe, possible het VPI xanthic, and this is a male. Stay there, dude. And then we have his brother, which is 230202, which is another Pastel Mojave, but this time with Enchi. Possible fire. If you notice, he's not really as bright as the first one, but that head is blushed out a lot. I want to wait for a couple more sheds to go by to see how he winds up coloring up. But again, 100% het genetic stripe. Possible VPI xanthic. But neither of these two are sticking back with us, so they will both be available. All right, so 230203 is actually our holdback of the clutch. And, also the only one of the clutch that doesn't want to eat, which, tends to be my luck with holdbacks, at least over the last year. She, if she wants to unball here, is a Pastel Mojave Fire Yellowbelly. And I think she's just gorgeous, to be completely honest. Her pattern and how much contrast she has is honestly really striking for a non-recessive. She is, of course, het for genetic stripe and possible het for VPI xanthic. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll know whether the sire of this clutch proved out for het VPI or not, and I can actually officially say that they are 50% het, but right now I'm not sure. Oops. And of course she's running away. This clutch is a little bit more lively than the first clutch I showed off, but she is definitely my favorite of the clutch. She's definitely holding back. So as soon as we wind up getting a couple meals in her, I need to come up with a name, since I won't name something before they're reliably eating. But name suggestions are welcome. All right, 230204 is a Mojave, possible Yellowbelly. Originally, I didn't think she was, but after she shed out and a couple other people have looked at her as well, we're thinking, yes, she is actually Yellowbelly. Either way, she's spoken for. She was sold as just a Mojave. If she turns out Yellowbelly, you know what? Bonus for the buyer. But she's waiting on one of her sisters to get a couple more meals in her, and then she'll be shipping out along with 2 other snakes from my first clutch to Will over at CNC. He picked these girls up in an auction from the holdback rack. So, Will, here's one of your girls. And our final snake of the clutch, 230205, is that picky eater that we're waiting on for Will to get a couple of snakes from me here. But she is a Pastel Yellowbelly. Again, 100% het genetic stripe. There is that possibility of VPI xanthic again, and I will let whoever purchases these snakes know whether the sire actually does wind up proving out xanthic or not. But there is that possibility, and I want to keep that out there because based on how the sire looked as a baby and how bright he is, I'm fairly certain he is het. But until he proves that, we can't say for certain. But again, pastel Yellowbelly, very basic, but still a nice looking snake. So that's about it. Like I said, we're going to be holding back that pastel Mojave Yellowbelly Fire, het genetic striped girl, possibly het VPI Xanthic, like I said, but we haven't proved the father out, so we don't know if that's in there for sure. You know, she's a good gene pack girl to further the project, but we did miss out on that Enchi. We have another clutch coming here next month, I think is due. No, September. It's due to hatch, and that has another possibility of having some Enchi combos in it, so we're not out of luck for this season yet. Just didn't pan out this time. But honestly, that's about it for this update, so I'll see you next time.